welcome back to the Strong.Sistas YouTube channel. Today's video is the next video in the nose to tail cooking series with how to cook beef tongue. So beef tongue is commonly called lengua in other cuisines, and it kind of tastes like a fatty shredded beef, since if you think about it, the beef tongue is a muscle, so similar to other cuts of meat such as ribeye and shoulder roasts. However, the cow tongue is hard at work all day as they're grazing and munching on grass, and so it requires a low and slow cooking method to break it down into a tender, juicy, shredded beef pile. So since the beef tongue is quite fatty, it has a rather equal fat to protein ratio. The final product really is delicious, juicy, flavorful, tender when it is cooked properly. So where do you find beef tongue? Your best bet is going to be contacting your local farmer at www.eatwild.com. You can also check out your local butcher. However, if those options are not available, you can always check out the online meat store at whiteoakpastures.com, where they offer tongue from 3 different species: pig tongue, lamb tongue, and beef tongue. So how do you cook beef tongue? Would very much advise against trying to consume it raw or trying to cook it quickly over high heat. It will become very tough with that cooking method. It needs to be cooked low and slow to give those connective tissues and all those muscle fibers time to break down. Since, like I mentioned earlier, the tongue is hard at work, it's a really active muscle, since the cow is using the tongue to bite off grasses pretty much most of the day.
All right, so we are going to take the entire beef tongue and just put it into the base of the crock pot. And then you are going to cover it with some liquid. So here we just have stock. You can use broth or you can just use water. Just make sure. And then I'm gonna add 2 bay leaves. I like to crack them in half to help release the flavor. And then just some fresh thyme. And then we are going to go to slow cook and on low for 8 hours. After 8 hours, we're gonna remove the tongue. And let it rest on your cutting board until it cools for about 5 minutes. So then once it cools down, it is really easy to just peel the skin off. And you can eat the skin, honestly, we have eaten it before. Or you can give it to your dogs. Beef tongue skin for you. Beef tongue skin for you. Beef tongue skin for you. And then we also give the dogs all of the beef tongue broth.
Once it's cooked this way, there are 2 main ways to serve it. The first way, you can slice it against the grain and form some nice chunks. We then like to saute those chunks to get a crispy exterior with a tender and juicy interior.
So we have our pan set to medium high, and then we melted some ghee, so use your favorite animal fat. And we have the beef tongue here, so it's super juicy and moist on the inside, and so we're just trying to create a little crispy outside so that it's crispy on the outside and tender on the inside.
So it's almost like you're forming some beef tongue steaks. The other option is you can shred it, and it will have the look and consistency of pulled pork. So you can make some pretty mean tacos with shredded beef tongue.
So here we made a little beef tongue burrito bowl. So we topped a bowl of white rice with some shredded beef tongue, some fresh cilantro, and a raw egg yolk for a little drizzle.
So that about wraps up today's video. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button to get notified when our future videos come out. Stay tuned for the next video in the nose to tail cooking series. We're going to try to cover as many parts of the animal as we can. And until next time, guys, Behave like an angel.